we're back on the foundation template, just having a look at that, and we want to look at how a volunteer comes to your website, signs up to volunteer, then you add them to, you approve them and add them to Adepti, and adding them to Adepti means that they then have your digital operations manual. It's a web app they can use on their phone, and that's also how they log their time on their volunteer hours time, and then that all gets collated and then it gets published on the front of your website. It's really useful for your funding applications and things like that. So I'll just get over to the presentation here so you can see what we're looking at. So someone has volunteered and logged their time, and you can see on the front end of the website there's their volunteer hours logged. And this is just adding up all the time, so that's kind of cool. So someone's come through, they get onto the volunteer page and they go, oh yeah, I want to volunteer, and come through here and fill this in, put a landline in there, like to be contacted by phone, I'm interested in predators, I'm interested in plants, and submit. So they've said to you, hey, we want to I want to volunteer, and now you as the administrator can then go and log into the website. So this is the back end of the website, okay? This is the administration side, so only you get in there, or people with the password who are set up as user. And then we come in here to see volunteers, and here's Paul, and we go, rightio, he's we think he's our kind of guy. We're going to add him to Adepti because we want him to be able to record his hours, and we also want him to be able to have our digital operations manual, and that could be your inductions, could be your how-tos, you know, trapping techniques, planting techniques, all that kind of stuff. So if I come here and I go add to Adepti, these are the details, and then we decide, okay, what group is he going to be in? And the group is relevant because the group decides what information he gets to see. So admins for the admin staff, you know, so all the people doing their work in the office, and the ground crew are people on the ground doing stuff. So I'm going to confirm him, and that's pushing him into Adepti and getting him set up over there. And then this volunteer has been approved and the following actions are completed. So the volunteer has been added to Adepti for Foundation. So that's our example for the Foundation template. And we've got the selected groups, and a notification email is going to come to me, or you just heard it come in then. Okay, and we'll get that email up and just have a look at that. So there's a couple of things going on. One is, there you go, here's an email come in. So this is to the website manager, you know, so the administrator. And it said new person has volunteered their details, and it's come in, it's gone right. So we've got Paul Southworth, we know his email address, got his phone number, we know he prefers to be contacted by phone, he's interested in predators, plants, and he's on our mailing list. Okay, so on the mailing list means he's in the MailChimp list. So you know, this, you can see how powerful this thing is. It just builds people, gets them on that list, gets them in contact with what you're doing, that kind of thing. And then I'll get the email up that the person who's done the volunteering has had. There we go. So now I've been invited to Adepti Full Foundation. Of course, it will be named, you know, for your organisation, that kind of thing. And then that lets us go and get time and stuff like that. I'll do another video to show you how Adepti works for a volunteer and why you'd want to use it. It's a pretty powerful tool. So the next thing is, if we're looking in Adepti, and we can come in here, we're in the back end of Adepti. We can come through, look at our users, and there we go. Paul's in there, and we can see he's in the group ground crew. So that's just a quick example to show you through that. I'll follow up with another video that shows you how Adepti works and really comes into its own power. So yeah, there you go. Cheers.